It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
How you doing? I'm Richie B, and I'm here with my good friend Ricky Herron. We're the Line Makers. We're on sportingnews.com. We talk about football, and football. We love it. We've been doing it forever. Ricky, you've been in this business 30 years at least. Tell me where you were at, man. Tell me what joint you worked at.
I ran the Fremont, the Sands, the Las Vegas Hilton Superbook, and worked a few other places.
The Sands, the Rat Pack, the Sands?
Sands was great.
Sands
was great.
Imploded, kind of like my bankroll over the weekend. But now, we're going to start a new week. We're talking Kansas State traveling to Morgantown, West Virginia, Geno Smith, the new hottie up until last week, till Tuberville, his boys took care of him at Texas Tech. West Virginia opens up 4, immediately gets bet down to 2.5, total 71. What do you got for us?
Well, you can understand the move on Kansas State. You know, I mean, they are 6-0. They did win 24-19 at Oklahoma. But it's the second road game in a row after a tough win at Iowa State last week, 27-21. I'm still baffled by the 14 points that West Virginia put up at Texas Tech last week after the numbers they were putting up all year. Geno Smith still hasn't thrown an interception, 25 touchdowns and no interceptions, but they just couldn't get in the end zone last week. And you know, I've been to Morgantown, Rich. It's one of the toughest places in the country to play. I've been there a few times. It's not an easy place to go play. Kansas State never been there before, never experienced it. So, you know, at less than a field goal, I would have a little lean to West Virginia, but what throws me off of that is, you know, that angle that we've followed for the last few years. When a team's undefeated, they lose their first game. The next week's a kind of a letdown for them. So I think more than West Virginia, I would kind of maybe lean towards the under and 71.5. They keep throwing up those huge numbers with West Virginia. You reminded me, West Virginia, the game against Maryland was only 31-20. So.
These are football games that we get into, very competitive matchups here in West Virginia. It's very, very possible to see a lower scoring game by a West Virginia standard, and that is in the 30-20 range. Now the game is 2.5. It probably will go back up to 3. Kansas State, third road game of 4, and it's going to be a tough spot for him. Geno Smith last week, he suffered from lack of third down conversions, and I think they were like 2 for 7 on fourth down conversions. Got a great ball game here. We're looking at the under finally. West Virginia's been over against the Texas schools. Now we're looking at a little bit of a lower number under the 71's our play. Come back real soon.